Every launch has its inherent risk, but we have liftoff. Oh, no, no, no! What are those sparks all about? Hello everyone, Thranks is here, and welcome back to Mars Horizon, where we just completed the far side of the moon mission, which is going to garner us some science, and we're currently working towards astronaut recovery test, which is a big payday to complete this recovery test, a very lucrative mission, testing our re-entry and recovery systems. However, we do have yet to have the money to create the payload. Now, we're also working towards the multi-crew orbit milestone, which we actually probably should prioritize because we want to come in second for this one so that even though we won't get the bonus support, we will be able to complete our milestone request. So our current milestone request is to finish second or above in 2 milestone missions. So even though we won't get the support bonus you would normally get, we will actually look at that. Control systems check. Bonus science. Oh, that's good. So we need to do that as well. Let's see. Can we make a multi-crew orbit vehicle? I don't think so. Yeah, so none of the old rocket designs are going to work here. We're going to need new ones. Whoops. So let's see. I think our best bet, if we go with the minimum upper stage requirement to carry our payload, it's going to be an Agena rocket. Let's see, the Titan II is also the minimum required. These are both for Earth orbit. No, these are for inner planets. Right, so the Titan II is the cheaper option. Saturn IV is, oh, much cheaper, but the booster requirement is ridiculous because it goes to the moon. Yep. Same. It's cheaper, but all right. So, really, we're looking at the Titan II and it says we can use the redstone, but no, we'd need boosters with the redstone. Oh, okay. So we'd have to research the 4 SRB booster. I think that might actually be much further down the line than we would like. But other than that, we'd have to get a booster up to 8,000 kilograms capacity because that's what our upper stage weighs. So we have an Atlas booster? I don't think, let's see, we could always go with the Titan II, the double Titan construction. It looks good, however. Cost and build time are significantly higher, and we don't need the extra 9,000 kilograms. So I'm inclined to say we go with the Atlas. The Titan II upper stage Atlas booster kind of meets our minimum requirements, and that's kind of what we need to do because we're shorthanded on money. And oh my gosh, the money requirement. So we must prioritize and complete the astronaut recovery test so that we can get the funds to press on. I again don't think we have anything even remotely close to this. Right? No, we do not. So we're going to have to visit the Great Wheel of Names to find out what our new rocket system is going to be for multi-crew. Let's see. The Great Wheel of Rocket Names. We have a new rocket in the mix, the Rice rocket. But it looks like this rocket is going to be named I Like Sugar. Oh, okay. Sure. I don't know if this was actually submitted for a name. But I kind of liked the back and forth that was happening on Discord, and so I threw it in there. So this will be yet another one for you, Salty Star. So I like sugar. Wonderful. Save the design. Save it. Perfect. Okay. And we're going to confirm it, but we have no ability to build it. Even if we had the money, which we don't, we have to research the parts, and we're currently researching the orbital EVA, which I think is the right call, because then we can immediately press on to planning that mission immediately after we do the multi-crew orbit. So I think we go ahead and we push to the next month. Who is doing what? People are planning all kinds of missions. Japan completed Venus Impactor. Soviet Union completed satellite imaging. We have not done the satellite imaging yet. We haven't even researched it. We've been entirely down the human side of the research tree because we get bonus science from those missions. Budgetary review, and we gained some support, but not enough to increase our funding level. So we need to keep working towards the commercial projects, like this astronaut recovery test. So we're going to start building this payload immediately. Yep. It's going to take 3 months for that to complete. Maybe we'll get some research going. Hey, there it is. Orbital EVA research is complete. China's launching multi-crew orbit in 10 months. Crud. We're not even close to that. They went from not having researched it to just scheduling a launch. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We have to prioritize some of our research here. So we need the, let's see, required research designs. Oh no, we have to get to the Titan 2. Oh, whoopsie. Well, first things first, let's get the Atlas researching, like, immediately. And then we're going to have to do another one to unlock the contractors, and then we can push down to the Titan 2. Okay, so we need the science. We need that science, and to get the science, we need the money. It's a slippery slope, as they say. Okay, we've got astronaut recovery test. This is our big payday. This is going to put us back in the ability to not have to wait for money. Thank goodness. And I believe the manned vehicle is the, yep, Salty Pix. So let's load up that design and confirm it. Not yet able to build it. We will be able to build it shortly. Atlas research is complete, and now, unfortunately, we're back down to low science. Low science. Let's see. So do we need another upper stage, or do we need another booster from this tier? Ideally, we'd get 5% launch reliability across the board for maxing this tree out, but I think that might be a waste of our precious science currently at the moment. This is sort of a cheap upper stage, or we have the big... No, this is like a Delta's a middle of the road booster. I think we go with the cheap upper stage, just to get through it quickly. We'll push ahead one more. Japan completed the Mars flyby, and we will build the Salty Pix vehicle for the astronaut recovery test. Still trying to research vehicle parts for this. We're not even at a point where we can spend the money on it yet. Okay, that's fine. Japan completed Mars flyby. Woo! They are way up there. All right, Star 37 research complete means now we can unlock subcontractors for construction. China did the second Mars flyby. Multi-crew orbit next month coming from China. I mean, they'll probably succeed. They'll probably push us to third, and we'll just have to push down to commercial satellite. This is the one we need to get to. This is the payday, right? We've already identified this sort of in the last one, that getting to this one quickly means you can go back and do the other ones much more easily. Venus orbit in 16 months. Wow. It's just so quick. They're so quick with that one. And they did. They completed multi-crew orbit. Oh, Japan failed the Venus orbit. Soviet Union completed phase 1 of Mars flyby. Woo! Wow. Budget review, no change because we didn't launch anything. Yeah, it's kind of a slow month, but that's okay. Things are about to change. So, Salty Picks got payload reliability. Excellent. Let's figure out what kind of training we're going to do. I think we're still going to fly Dark Star as an astronaut. We don't really need to hire anybody new yet, and I believe... Do we want to go with launch reliability? Payload reliability? I mean, I think because we have an electrician astronaut and the backup systems trait, I think we go with launch reliability. It's better to have the actual launch go in June. But we'd get the money sooner. That's okay. I'm not going to push it. I'd rather get higher launch reliability. There's not a huge rush with this one because we're not in a position to do follow-on missions just yet. Mercury orbiter in 14 months. That's really ambitious. Everybody is really just putting us to shame. China's got a Mars orbit in 22 months. Japan already did it. I can't help but feel like we're really falling behind. I don't know if there'll be a point where we catch them. I do know that on hard difficulty, the other agencies are a little out of control. I can say once we get the Titan II upper stage researched, we should be able to start manufacturing it almost immediately. We'll have the money because it had taken so long. But now we're about to have even more money. So we've got launch reliability training, very high launch reliability. Let's assess the conditions on the field. Okay, and it looks like we have adequate conditions. Only a 4% critical failure rate, right? What are the odds we roll a 1 through 4? I mean, come on. All right, we're go for launch. 3, 2, 1. Every launch has its inherent risk, but we have liftoff. Oh, no, no, no. What are those sparks all about? Huh. Don't do that to me. Okay. We were not in trouble. Oh, but it had sparks. Oh, I don't like the sparks. We needed the funding from this mission really, really badly. And of course, but of course we didn't want to lose Dark Star either. I totally meant that. I meant we did not want to lose Dark Star. All right, astronaut recovery test. So we just need to achieve crew orbit. And 15 navigation, 7 comms to get the bonus objective. And of course, we want that bonus objective because reasons. So let's see. If we go module data processing, signal return, and then maybe ground control connection. I think that's pretty good. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. Skillfully processed the module, got the software optimized. Good job, Dark Star. Then we'll do a signal return test. Ground control has good signal return. And the connection, so we had a good signal return, but then when we tried to establish the connection, we had atmospheric interference. I don't think we need to worry about that comms necessarily, though. We still have 4 comms because we got a bonus comm from Dark Star's software optimization. So if we do a manual trajectory update, we sort of put ourselves high on the navigation side of things. And then I think we can do a flyover course adjustment and then turn that into a long-term data transmission. And in this way, we'll save a lot of power in our battery. Okay, so Dark Star's manual trajectory update didn't go so well. Crew member made a minor trajectory miscalculation, causing a positioning error. The command's output will be reduced by 1. I think it's not going to matter too much in the long run, but I'm going to resist it anyways because we have the power to do so. And we need a lot of navigation. Flyover course adjustment is also fraught with another error. Thrust calculations cause an additional comms to be paid into the cost. That really hurts the ratio of the next one. So I think we're going to spend an energy to overcome that as well. Now for the data transmission, okay, finally something went our way. We got good data. I still need a lot of navigational positioning data. So it's going to be something kind of like this. And then... Huh. Let's see. If we go like this, if we do a mission report, we have Darkstar give a mission report, then we establish a ground control connection. That totally puts us where we want to be with comms. And then maybe charge the battery. So where does this set us up for next turn, right? Because next turn will be the final turn. Assuming we're able to spend energy on both of these connections, we'll need a manual trajectory update, followed by a location ping, and then maybe charging the battery again. It's going to come down to whether or not we succeed on these objectives, but I think this is the right call, right? We get the extra power, we send a mission report. Very good job, Darkstar. That's what we needed. We needed that. Then we get a good ground control connection with the data that you secured. That puts us into this area where we do a manual trajectory update, ping our location, charge up the battery, and we're good to go. So that gives us 4 points of navigational data, which is going to help us locate you when you re-enter, and then we ping your location, and success. Bonus reward of 50% is massive when you're talking about millions of dollars. Or over $1 million, I should say. It will be millions by the time we get that 50% lucrative bonus reward. Ooh, pretty hard splashdown, but hang tight. We're coming to get you. That's what I'm talking about. See, now our money problems just poof disappeared. Darkstar is going to recuperate. What other requests do we have going on here now? Life support test, solar wind monitoring, ionospheric measurements. Life support test for the science. I think that's where we want to be. Experimental fuel means bonus science, but lower launch reliability. So problems are going to be kind of the name of the game there. We're looking to achieve Earth orbit with a high communication rating. We could go for short-range comms variant of the payload, or we could go just with increased power and build cost. It doubles the build cost. I think ultimately, though, that's the right call because we want to get as much science out of this mission as possible. So let's do it. Extra power seems to almost guarantee a bonus objective. Yeah, we're not hurting for money. There's no reason to be cheap on this one. So let's go ahead and do it. In our previous mission we're looking at, this multi-crew orbit still waiting on research. Yeah, that's the problem, right? You tend to get the money or the research, but often not both. Moon micrometeorites, it's just not as much money as the astronaut recovery test, and really we're not hurting for money right now. We need the science. So, new request available on Earth. We have life support test, heat shield analysis, better science, lower payload reliability, and it's also science. Where are we at? Hold on, I'm getting a little distracted, but I want to know we need another mission control building so we can launch more missions. That's part of how we're falling behind, right? Is we need the capability to handle way more than 2 missions at a time. So how long is this one going to take to research 2,400 science? Oh my gosh, we're going to be so far away. We've fallen a little bit behind the curve with the science. We sort of knew that was going to happen. That's okay. We have a life support test. Lower launch reliability. That's not good. This mission is already using experimental fuel. Alright, this is going to be a 36. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be so we're going to use a salty pix rocket, but we're going to load it with experimental fuel. Good night. I can only hope for the best. I think we'll for sure be doing launch reliability training with this one. All right, let's go. We've unlocked contractors, so we're going to push on to the Titan II as the next bit of science. Budgetary review. We didn't really get any support because it was a lucrative commercial mission, so our funding kind of stays the same. New request available on the moon. Again, not really worth it because they're not crewed missions, and if we want science, we really need to put astronauts in space. Rival agency offers a payload upgrade. The ESA has offered your agency an advanced piece of software that will grant 10% improvement to the payload reliability of Gemini in your multi-crew orbit mission. Some of your technology. No. We can't afford. Look, we cannot afford to give out science to anyone. Japan just did a Mars orbit? Whoa. They're so fast. We gotta try to wrestle this back. Assigning Dark Star will increase payload mission training bonus by 100%. Yeah, let's go. That's what we need. So, Dark Star, you are going to do... Oh, see, it would be nice to do science training. Oh, payload mission training. We need launch reliability training. 36% is a 16% chance for critical failure. No thank you. Let's march that training out there just a little bit. I'm thinking September looks good to at least put us... Ugh, that's still a 12% risk. Why would we use experimental fuel on a manned mission? I don't understand. I don't understand. We're gonna confirm this mission, Dark Star. I believe in our engineers. I believe they'll figure it out. All right, a little more research, and we'll get the rocket piece that we need. Okay, there we go. Titan II research is complete. So next up, we're just gonna go straight. I'm not even gonna think about it. Straight to mission control expansion. That is what we need. It's just straight what we need, and we can immediately begin building the I Like Sugar vehicle for multi-crew orbit. Serious flaw discovered. Your engineers have discovered a major design flaw in I Like Sugar, the launch vehicle in your upcoming multi-crew orbit mission. They estimate a 20% reduction from its current launch reliability. Diplomatic advisors have suggested approaching ESA to collaborate on a solution, yet others have cautioned that sharing your technology would give them a science boost. It's a multi-crewed launch. Like, we're going to have multiple astronauts in it. I don't think we can afford a 20% reduction. I think we have to work with ESA. Engineers and researchers from Azure Flame and ESA have worked together to successfully correct the issue, preventing a reduction in the vehicle's launch reliability. Well, it had to be done. It did. It really did. All right, life support test with Dark Star using experimental fuel. I sure hope they got that launch reliability training they were hoping for. At least we have good conditions, adequate conditions. That is still not below the 10% threshold that I would like. So we're basically at like a 1 in 9 chance that this whole thing is a colossal failure. I don't know how we're going to get it any better because of the engineering defect we had while creating the launch vehicle. I'm just going to hold my breath.
4, 3,
Please. Come on, follow your checklist, Dark Star. Okay. Okay, so the little sparks on takeoff are normal. That doesn't mean anything. Okay, it's a little slow looking. It's kind of tilting a little bit. Maybe we got just a little error, but... Oh, no. Oh, we had a great launch. Okay. Oof. Wow. All right, well, that's going to bring the, the Salty Pix rocket up to be a little more reliable, which is good. And this comes down to the science. We really need the science from this mission, like big time. Okay, so this is another Achieve Earth orbit. This one's a little higher on comms, though. I still think our best bet is going to be a mission report and then a data transmission, followed by... Actually, let's do 2 data transmissions. I like that. So we'll build a mission. We'll have Darkstar build a mission report, and then send the data down twice for redundancy to mission control. Good report. Bad transmission. Could have been interference. Let's see what happened. Minor solar flare caused a burst of static. Well, we have to resist it because we have to increase the attenuation. Otherwise, we're going to lose the second round of data transmission, and the mission report's actually fairly large. We need both rounds of data transmission to get it down. Okay. There we go. That's a lot of comms to work with. Now we can do some stuff. So we're going to have Darkstar do a manual trajectory update, followed by... I guess a flyover course adjustment, and then another round of data transmission with your new location. I think that's going to be fairly accurate. So let's get a good trajectory update. Thank you, Dark Star. Just got to follow the checklist. Remember your training. So we got a good trajectory, but then we had an engine malfunction. Yeah, small error in the thrust calculations caused the payload to drift out of position. We're going to spend an energy for that because we have lots of energy in the tank. That's why we built the higher capacitor payload. All right, so again, we're going to need another manual trajectory update. We sort of drifted a little bit there. And then I think we go kind of with the same round of a flyover course adjustment and then an updated data transmission. I think we just stick with that and we'll be in good shape. So, what happened, Darkstar? Crew member made a minor trajectory miscalculation. I'm pretty sure we're just going to apply more power to redirect the ship, the payload, rather. Good flyover course adjustment. See, that's why you spend the power to fix the data. And then we'll send your data back to ground control. No, not so much. We're going to spend an energy to resist that. We need all of this stuff that we have here. So we could do a... Let's look here. We could just ping your location twice and recharge the power, but then we're sort of putting ourselves at risk, right? We could do a flyover course adjustment twice, followed by a ground control connection, and then surely between one of these two we're going to be okay, right? I think no matter what, we're going to complete it, so let's just do our best. Flyover course adjustment, of course, was a failure, but we have some energy in the battery still. It's going to cost an additional comms, which we really cannot afford to spare, so this is one where we're going to spend energy to get it back. And then another flyover course adjustment. Okay, well... The navigational output will be reduced. That's okay. We accept those terms. Because the truth is we're going to get a ground control connection. that we still have power to resist the malfunction terrestrial weather patterns, and we're going to resist that. And that gives us our comms and our nav. All right, with the experimental fuel, too. A lot of good science on that mission. That is what we needed. Dark Star is getting a lot of mileage. And let's see, 663 science for 4 months. Pretty good. Pretty good. And we got 765 more support, so we're going to be in the next funding bracket. So let's just look at our possible missions. We could already start planning on the orbital EVA, and in fact, I feel like we should, like, right now. Like, right now. Let's plan this mission. Let's go with the extra crew capacity. We have all kinds of funding. We need to just push through, right? Yeah, extra crew capacity. Let's do it. For our orbital EVA. Design flaw recovered. Have discovered a design flaw in I Like Sugar, the vehicle in your upcoming multi-crew orbit mission. 10% reduction from its launch reliability. Correcting the flaw will cost $250K. I'd rather give the ESA some science. Ugh. So, I don't know who our future astronauts are going to be. We haven't spun the wheel yet to hire them, but... I think we spend them... It's only 10%. It's only 10%. It's only 10%. How many different ways can I say it? No, no, no. We have to fix the flaw. We have to fix the flaw. Okay. That being said, where's our research going? Still mission control. That's good. We're going to get that one done soon. And then we'll be able to do 3 missions instead of 2. But that's going to be next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Until next time, take care.